You know what? My sound thing didn't work. Sorry, guys. We
Yeah, I
were a
was about to
little
say I'm not hearing any
we're a little
feedback from
unsound.
the
Sorry, guys.
chat.
You should be able to hear it now.
What Space said.
So we kind of so what Space said. Sorry, guys. I messed up my Persine audio here today.
There we
So
go.
we'll
Now
stop
it's
the
working.
script. We'll get
Oh,
it. Whoa, we
yeah.
got Hotspot
Hotspot.
32 subscribing or resubscribing.
Oh,
Thank you
nice.
very much, Hotspot. We do appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Which lets me remind everybody, and I'll repeat what we said that we were all muted for, and hopefully we're in sync because we tried to sync everything today. Is if you want to support TMC and all the streamers here, please subscribe, just like Hotspot resubscribed for his 21 months in a row. That's almost 2 years we're working on here with him. Thank you, Hotspot. You can also follow the channel if you're not following the channel regularly. You'll get announcements when all the streamers on here on TMC are there, as well as, hey, if you want to give us a donation, you know, like shoot come McAching Anus. We love all his names. He's a great guy, actually. He really supports all the shows here across TMC. But you can go right down there to twitchalerts.com/donate/thematani.spellout.com and mention my name, and it'll go into the pool from MacCloud and I.
You can also just out FYI, you can also scroll down where it says donate. You can click on that, and it will open up a new
down
window.
below, down below,
Go to the donate.
below MacCloud. So yes, so welcome everybody to the show. And as I said before, we have MacCloud here, and we also have our special guest, SpaceMexican, who said hey.
Hola.
Hello.
And so we're ready to go. And we also said that we are nearing that point where everybody's built bases, everybody's raided everybody's base, and it's almost really feeling like time for a wipe. What do you think, guys?
Kind of feels like time for a wipe, maybe. Like, I mean, it's been a month and a bit. I kind of think has it been a month and a bit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
But like, I mean, as much as a lot of people kind of, sort of think along those timescales, oh, it's been a month and a bit, there should be a wipe. It's always been the case that wipes occur not because of just a timescale, but because of updates and changes that that a wipe needs to occur in order to actually implement. There really hasn't been, apart from, and I guess maybe the recursive destruction, but like I don't even know whether they've actually handled everything that they need to handle on that.
I'm not sure they have either.
I don't think I haven't seen any progress on it. There hasn't been any updates to the test server for Just Survive. So like if a wipe does occur, then it will be. I'd kind of feel like if a wipe does occur, it would be a wipe for the same reasons as the what was it, the like last year. Because last year you had a wipe literally on a holiday period, not for any reason apart from that it was the holiday period. So, and maybe there would be a wipe because of that, but I don't know.
Well,
Just pure speculation.
since Steve Jobs has announced his departure, I'm sure they're scrambling some personnel up top, and I think that what has to do with a lot of it on the survival side, because the dollars for them is in the King of the Kill. They're promoting that big. They got it on TwitchCon coming up. So, with Steve Jobs departing, I feel that they're scrambling the supervision to see who's, I'm sure they have the new producer, but who knows what his thoughts are on the game and where he wants it to go. And it can do a whole 180. I mean, they could be back on the drawing boards right now for all we know. So I think that's what has to do with the lag. The fact of the matter is King of the Kill is the money winner. And for any business that has investors, it goes down to which one's most important right now to keep the company running, and that's King of the Kill. So
I think it's King of the Kill because it's just been so much easier for them to brainstorm how to make money out of it. It's also been it's also been a little bit easier to promote it because Twitch streamers find it a lot easier to play King of the Kill rather than just
Right.
stream it without their stream actually
Yeah, you know,
How they play.
You look at Eve Online, and it's a massive game, and they have a big player base, but it's not huge on Twitch because it's kind of one of those games where it's fun to play, but not fun to watch for a lot of people, except when there's a
Yeah,
big event going on. So, you know, I think Survival on H1Z1 has that same potential if they just invest the time into it. That it has a lot more potential to for that sandbox game versus the, you know, do a round and go to the next round type of thing.
I think I agree with you there, Space. And I'm going to give a shout out to Roboticus. He's one of my Eve courtmates. No, it's not Dos Equis. Otherwise,
October.
yeah, I would be surrounded by beautiful women, and there's no beautiful women behind here. If it was Dos Equis,
damn it.
you know. So, but no. So no, it's not. So, but what you were talking about, Space. One of the things I wanted to discuss is why is King of the Kill a bigger moneymaker, do you think, than Just Survive? I mean, what is it in King of the Kill that people are buying that makes it make more money?
I mean, it's your. I mean, first of all, it's going to attract the masses because it's fast paced, you know, shooter game, um, and it has a different dynamic because no other game is out there like it right now. I mean, you have Battlefield, Call of Duty, but it's not like that in a way. And it's more the arena style gaming that attracts the masses. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's where they're going to get all the push for it, especially with the amount of people playing it. It's the biggest thing on Twitch. TwitchCon for the streamers that are fighting for the $100,000+. I mean, there's money into it and that's the big thing right now. Where, you know, how do people make money in gaming, and you know, doing tournaments for things like H1Z1 and CS:GO. You know, that attracts the masses. It attracts these younger crowds that
Yeah.
don't, you know, they want to make money doing gaming and just playing gaming. So that's part of it, you know.
Yeah, it
Yeah, I
definitely is.
mean,
Yeah. Sorry, go. What's that?
what is it? TBS had the CS:GO tournament up there recently, right?
Right.
You know, I just flipped TBS on one evening. I'm like, holy shit, it's a CS:GO thing. So I'm gonna watch
Right.
it, right? And so I'm watching it, right? And it wasn't that late.
On the mass TV on the old
Yeah.
school television.
And you know, and I'm sitting there going, okay, it's only like 10:30, and they've got this on, okay. And I'm watching these guys play, and I can't believe how they're shooting other people. I can't see them on the TV. I got this
Right.
giant TV, and I can't see what they're shooting at, right? So how are they seeing? I don't know.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah, I
crazy.
mean, those guys make money on their sponsorships,
Yeah.
right? I mean, they don't
Right.
do
They
badly.
make money on their sponsorships. A lot of the thing that helps King of the Kill kind of rake in money is the fact that it's so packed full of content. Like
Yeah.
for people who watch streamers playing it,
Mhm.
it's not like you have to watch 20-30 minutes of it to get what's going on,
Right.
or you know have to
Okay.
have to understand, you know, how easy or difficult it is to, you know, to collect, you know, this amount or that amount of stuff
Right.
in the game. Like it's very watchable, it's very accessible. And
Exactly.
the other kind of thing is a lot of people like watching people opening crates, getting cool stuff. And the other thing is when people who watch the streamers and but also play the game themselves as well. A lot of streamers like help their channel along by auctioning off or basically like raffling off,
Right.
or maybe not raffling off, but like basically lotterying off kind of skins and stuff that they
Yeah.
get.
Yeah.
So it's like a win-win for Twitch, for the for the people watching the channels, and for the content creators. So
Well,
it's like,
yeah, and you have, you know, guys like Soda Poppin and Josh OG and CDN and OPSEC, you know, guys, you know, cumulatively they have probably altogether, you know, whatever it is, 40-50,000 viewers watching them play the game. So you know, and they create content. They do, you know, they create on their private servers, and they create different games, and, you know, have fun with it. So, you know, they definitely have been pushing the King of the Kill because that's just where the future of gaming is going. Unfortunately.
It's definitely the direction that the future of, you know, easily accessible, like high content to sort of, viewer kind of, it doesn't require much to actually watch and enjoy it.
Right.
So like, it's definitely where it's going on that kind of thing. I do kind of still feel that there is, like a kind of niche area where something a little bit more kind of substantial can kind of occur. But like, I don't think that's possible to be done like in a moment to moment live kind of situation.
Right.
I don't know how that could, like, you'd have to work at that a hell of a lot more. Like it will take a lot more for a developer to put together something that works.
I don't think the
For
game
Just
took.
Survive than it would do for King of the Kill. So
Right.
it's just how it is.
There it is. It took that time.
Need to change the
I
game.
only did
to
that
H2Z.
But I had put Just Survive in before we went live, and it just didn't take, so I just stuck it up there.
Right.
But yeah, I must have misspelled it or something when 5 minutes before we went live when I did that. So out in the audience, I mean, just because we're in here chit chatting doesn't mean you can't weigh in on some of the topics. I mean, what do you guys feel about some of the Just Survive versus the King of the Kill stuff?
I'm sure they have.
Yeah,
And we'll wait
got a
for the
little delay,
lag.
and we'll wait for the delay.
I'm sure they have a lot of interesting thoughts.
They may, they might not. You never know. I mean, Roboticus, he doesn't even play the game.
Watching it, well, that's quite true, actually. To be fair, yeah.
I have not had beer in a while. This is good.
In my opinion, that Just Survive needs to have a lot more depth before it can attract a lot more people to it or get the people back that used to play it, because it's kind of like you do the same thing and you can go a little bit farther, but it's just not moving fast enough, where people are pushing it to the limits quicker than they can develop it.
See, I don't know how you guys like. I mean, I've kind of discussed. I think I've discussed it a little bit every so often, sort of thing. I'm not kind of sure whether you guys both know about it or not, but like, I mean, I've got an idea as to how you can leverage money out of Just Survive, but like, whether it's applicable or doable in the real world, I'm not sure. But like, the whole idea is basically licensing brands into the game. So I mean, like the thing is, the way I saw it is, you build up a community, you build up a large enough community to a point where you can kind of basically go to companies and go, look, I have a bunch of people who interact with this game on average, X amount of hours a day. They always interact with items and objects in the game, and I'd like to. There's an opportunity where we can put your brand into the game and they can use your brand of stuff, be more interactive with your brand and identify with your brand, and potentially, seek your brand outside of game.
Right.
I kind of, I don't understand how, like, either whether it doesn't work actually in this scenario, or whether nobody's at Daybreak Games had ever thought of that.
Yeah, you mean so replacing Smedbucks coffee with Starbucks, right, and having a big sign in there, things of that nature. Oh yeah, I think that's absolutely doable, right? That's one way.
Yeah,
or have just coffee with sugar or coffee, right?
I tell you, they're just just in general, there isn't enough promotion of those products. It's like it's like every time I go to the store, when I go out, the best thing I see is Doritos and Mountain Dew with Call of Duty. That's about it. That's about the best you get. And there's I don't know, I agree with you. I think there's a lot of potential there for a lot of revenue generation.
I want to point. Go ahead.
Sorry.
You finish your thought, and then I'm going to point something out.
The other thing is, like, when it comes to sort of an apocalyptic scenario that, is what, H1Z1 Just Survive is,
Right.
you kind of expect to see these kind of brand name stuff just lying on the floor and stuff. Like you expect to see, like, say, Coca-Cola cans like on the floor, or like Starbucks coffee kind of cups, or that kind, Starbucks coffee bags of coffee in certain places. Maybe like other random stuff, like
Right. Or like actually use Jeep, the
actual
company, to like
Jeeps,
promote the Jeep.
like actual Jeep.
Right.
So I'm going to point out what Gamma 2 Pro just said in chat, right? So, and by the way, this is one of the things across the Imperium that we're trying to do across multiple games, right?
Yeah.
Is hey, he used to fight against us in Just Survive, right?
The spy.
Now somehow he's in Goons in Eve, right? And by the way, Gamma 2 Pro, when you joined the Goons in Eve, they weren't quite what everybody used to say they were, are
The
they?
spy.
Right?
The spy.
I changed the 7 days to survive. Yeah, a lot of people are trying out that 7 days to survive thing.
A lot of people are
I
trying
changed
out
it.
the.
What is that? Is that like a new zombie
A lot of
thing?
people are trying out the Battlefield 1 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I think I honestly feel like the whole zombie fad is like fading away slowly right now. Like not big time, but it's just slowly starting to fade away.
Just
You
kind
know,
of.
it's been
I
out
mean,
for it's been the whole zombie thing for like 5-7 years now.
See, I don't play these type of MMO type games necessarily for the games as much as I do for the social interaction,
Right.
right?
yeah.
I like when I get on comms and you're there, Space, MacCloud's there, and a
Yeah.
number of other people, Betty B, all the people who hang out with us. Even the guys in the other clans that we interact with, right? I like interacting with them. They're fun guys.
Right.
We may shoot them in the game, but
I love it when I jump onto comms and Zarka's drunk, because it's absolutely.
that is a little bit funny. That is.
Yeah.
But yeah, or his kids crying, right? Because you got the
No,
new
you know
baby.
what definitely makes the games, especially H1Z1 was always the community. It was always the community for me. What you did with the game with your community made it that much fun. That much more fun. So, I agree with you.
Yeah, it's like you call up your buddies and you're going to go do something today, right?
Right.
What
It's
are we
like
gonna do?
bowling. Who the hell wants to go bowling? But if you want to go bowling, get drunk.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. We can do that.
I remember there are times you log in and we're like, Space, we want to go blow up this shack or this base. You want to come along, right? And
Yeah.
then everybody decides if they want to go along on the
Right.
little adventure.
Exactly.
It's really what it is.
Yeah, and it was like the other night. Nobody was really online, and then all of a sudden, I started downloading Battlefield 1, and then it was like the next guy, and then the next guy, and then the next guy, and everybody's like, "Cool, let's play it, and that's just how it goes. So you gotta have a game with content, and the communities they'll just play it and have fun with it.
Well, and that's part of what we're trying to do with the Imperium as a whole, right? We've got the forums. .imperium.news. We've got, and it's no secret anymore, right? We've got the new Imperium News website that's coming out. That's all sent. No, it's not. We talked about it with Matterall on Tuesday publicly. So I mean, it's cross games, right? There are people in Eve that are technically our enemies that play with us in Archage, right? We had a guy here, Gamma 2 Pro, right? He played against us in H1Z1. Now he's with us in Eve, probably a spy, probably.
Yeah, definitely
Right.
a spy.
Right.
Most definitely.
But yeah, it's the fun of it. It's getting to know people and broadening your scope of people. I don't understand though, with the number of people that I see calling in airdrops, how they're not making money with Just Survive.
It's me,
right?
dude. Because I bought like 700 tickets when they were like 3 cents a piece.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I still have like 475 or some ridiculous number like that.
We have people that come on and say, I spent $40 or $50 this wipe for airdrop tickets. We're gonna go drop a bunch and just.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that happens.
No, they are making money from it. I mean, they are making money from the crates. They are making money from the tickets. I mean, it is happening. They are generating revenue from survival. Otherwise they would just kill it if they were losing money every month.
Yeah.
They just need to diversify a little bit more. That's all.
Right, and since they split the game, it's easier for that company to go, okay, this is what this game generates. This is what this game generates. We can dedicate personnel to each side of the game. and they can evaluate how much money they're earning versus how much money they're putting into the game. So it is generating revenue. I'm pretty sure. Is it generating as much as King of the Kill? Probably not.
No,
No, it seems King of the Kill's getting a lot more
Yeah,
exposure.
I have a feeling they're gonna come out with a new, when they introduce the new map to survival, I think it's gonna come along with some changes, a bunch of changes.
Mm-hmm.
And I only say that because of the new producer. Not that I know him or anything like that. It's just when you got a new producer, it's you're gonna have some changes, some different dynamics to the game because his job's gonna be how does he make the game more successful than the previous person.
yeah, it's a
and
new vision,
and
right?
not that it wasn't successful, but how do you take it from where it was to better? That's part of your job now. So I think we'll see a lot of changes when they do introduce the new map on survival.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that new map, and I've seen some of the videos on the changes of the texturing,
Right.
which I'm really hope comes with a lot of FPS optimization and render optimization.
Yeah.
They really need to they really need to enhance and improve their building mechanics.
Yeah.
Huge. I mean, it's a huge thing that they need to fix, right?
Yeah, they definitely do. They need to iterate upon it like something fierce.
I mean, yeah, we had somebody, on another clan, right? Just riddling me with complaints on the fact that, they're losing things in their own base and a lot of stuff due to the mechanics of the bases,
Just
right?
failing. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
their base. They own the
Right.
base. They built the base. And when they log in and try and interact with something, they die. Then their zombie comes in, and then the zombie doesn't spawn with everything that they had. So when the zombie dies, they don't recover everything that they had.
or it's stuck in the area that they got
Yeah.
stuck in, so they
Right,
can't
right.
access it or get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes, like, I mean, I've even experienced this where you die in an area of the base, or you get thrown into an area of the base and you die, and your zombie just doesn't appear,
Right.
and everything that you had on there just is lost.
Well, I think we saw one case where somebody got thrown into a room that they couldn't get out of, and they respawned, and saw their zombie appeared, and the zombie just walked through the door to the outside or walked through the wall
Yeah.
to the outside of the base.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right? We literally watched it just go right to the outside, and we're like, really? It just walked through the wall.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of like a while back where we kind of had the same ish sort of thing, but it was a case of like, doors when they swung open and swung back didn't go through you. They literally, if they hit you,
They killed you.
get killed. They would kill you right on the spot, and people absolutely
Right.
hated it because suddenly, it was the bases that were actually being, the top, the top killers of every single server. It wasn't people. It was just, people opening doors to their own bases and getting, whacked by the door
Right.
and just one-shotted.
By the way, the number keeps getting higher every time I tell this story, but there was a time when Laz killed me like 15 times inside of 10 minutes. No, it was 3 times. Literally, I'm going up the steps. He opens the door. I get slammed against the wall. I die. I run back. I'm coming up the steps again. He opens the door. I die again. Same thing happens a third time. It was 3 times. I was like, Jesus, Laz.
Well, to be fair, I think to be fair with Laz, I think he now actually has an uncurable fear of bears now. So like,
Yeah.
double-edged sword there, really, isn't it?
There you go. There you go. Hey, we're at the halfway point, and I just wanted to remind everybody, hey, you're watching the Undead Zone here on thematani.com. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, please subscribe below. If you'd like to donate, click the link below and donate to us. We always enjoy donations, MacCloud and I. We don't give any to space, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, I
he's
know,
not going
right?
to spend it on, like say.
They always take my
gambling.
donations. They never give me any.
And all that supports all the streamers here, as well as subscriptions to the channel. And if you haven't followed the channel, please shoot us a follow. We love that. If you subscribe, though,
please support the streamers. They're all on welfare.
we are
please.
all on welfare. That's why we're here playing games every day. Some people are, I guess. I don't know. And look at that, Gamma 2 Pro. Thank you for the follow, sir.
Oh man, thank you guys so much.
Yes.
Are you guys going to Vegas?
I don't think that I am. I want to so badly, but I don't think I am.
How are they going to do the Undead Zone show from Vegas then? Without Zarger. I mean, without Erick and MacCloud.
Well, I'm not going to Vegas. I wish I could. Like, it would be absolute
Europeans.
blast. I kind of feel like I wouldn't be doing justice going to Vegas and going to.
You wouldn't do
Vegas
justice to your country
if I didn't go there with a ton of cash and just really go completely wild. So,
Well,
I need to do that.
so I said to my wife, I said, I might go to Vegas, and she goes, "Oh, can I come?" Of course I said multiple times, but no, seriously, no. She wanted to come, but the problem is we do family holidays and they rotate, and our family holiday at our house is Halloween, and all the kids in the family come to our house. Well, we really can't get ready to host a big party at the house without being here.
That's very true.
Vegas, and that's a little tough.
Your family could still host a party without you being there.
At my house, they could. They all have the access code. So yes.
Well, I was actually just thinking, like, should I set up like a GoFundMe, like to GoFund me
Fuck
to
yeah, dude.
to Vegas? Like,
Hell yeah.
although that sounds terribly.
I bet you there's a bunch of people in EVE Online that would donate like
Oh,
a
absolutely.
bunch of. You only need about, you're in Europe, so you probably need like $5,000 to get, yeah.
Really? $5,000?
I'd imagine by the time you do the plane, the hotel, and then gambling money, $5,000 would be probably about right.
Should be less than 1,000 for the hotel.
Right? But his
Well, it
airplane
depends. Like,
ticket's
if
going to be
I can
ridiculous.
get together with a group of you guys, and
He probably has a $1,500 airplane ticket.
Yeah, for us it's like 400. So
Yeah, for me it's like $150.
well, you're just getting on a puddle jumper. Jesus Christ!
I know. I'm like 1 hour plane flight. It takes me longer to get into the airport than it does to fly to Vegas.
That's like me flying to DC. I get when you get the luggage aboard and you do all the unboarding and everything. You might as well have driven to DC.
Yeah, I was gonna drive this year, but I decided to fly because I'm like, I do not want to take I don't want to waste actually 6 hours of my time that I'm gonna have up there. Because by the time I get on, I drive there. It's 12 hours that I'm gonna waste just driving. So
why do we have a private TMC jet? I mean, if we're making all this, dank RMT that Reddit says we're making, where the fuck is our private jet to just tour around, pick us up?
Right?
Damn it!
It's because Mittens didn't buy jets; he bought boats.
Oh, he bought boats.
No, Mittens bought one seat on a jet plane that he leased.
That's right. Yeah, he's got the lease card, right? So hey, when you need to go somewhere, you use the jet lease card.
Exactly.
He's not sharing it.
Oh man, no, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be my first Vegas.
Hey, RMT.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Good time.
I am really.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
I had nothing else, McZerg.
The one
You need
kind
a
of
freaking vacation.
the one slightly kind of related topic to this, or related thing that I saw to this,
What,
to flying about randomly in random things and the Undead Zone, is I saw a tweet by somebody who was actually playing H1Z1 King of the Kill
on the plane, right? On the airplane.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
that was amazing.
that's kind of cool. Hey,
pretty cool.
Speaking of planes, I think I noticed this with the planes. You know how they used to, they'd start at one corner of the map and they'd fly all the way over to where they were going to drop their stuff, and then they fly to the opposite side.
Yeah.
Did you notice
now they lift up? They go.
Yeah,
up.
they lift up and get off
That's Yeah, it was totally cool, and then I realized I was like, you know what? That's just not enough to keep me playing.
Yeah, that's a challenge. It's the one change that I noticed.
But it was pretty cool though when I saw it. I was like, oh, that's pretty dope. They like make it fly up now. I'm like, cool.
Yeah, and get it off there, get the FPS out of there, the overhead.
That probably took like a team of 5 guys in like 3 weeks to get that to happen.
You're putting this in terms of CCP development, which is way worse, right? The only people who
CCP
they're the only people who develop a station, but don't put all the station shit that happens in stations in it. Like, you can't go to your assets and you can't call up JEVE assets with the API and actually find your shit that you've got in citadels everywhere.
Right.
Who the
Well,
fuck codes like that?
at least when you fly at that station, like you hit that station, you bump off that station, you don't
So-
fall into that station, then get caught in the station and blow up.
You know what? Yeah, I've never had a station door hit me and kill me in any. What happened to Exert?
So I have a question.
Hey,
so
what happened to Exert?
what do you mean, like in chat? Or like
All his
in
messages got deleted. What the hell?
Completely deleted.
Like
He timed out for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Okay, hope he timed out. That's
links,
like
Somebody kicked his ass.
oh,
Oh, he kept posting links,
Nightbot.
and then Nightbot killed him.
but 5 seconds. 5 seconds. That's good.
All
That's
right,
good.
so my question is, King of the Kill. It was announced that it's basically coming out when they said like, oh, it's coming out, and it's the new map, and it's coming out whenever the end of the month or whenever that date is. So does that mean that they're done developing it? That it's actually coming out? It's not what's the term? It's not a
It's not an
alpha.
alpha.
Not an
It's not
alpha
an alpha anymore, right?
Right? They skipped
Yeah.
beta, didn't they?
Yeah. So
They
they're
skipped
skipping
straight
beta and
over
going,
beta.
We're coming out. This is
Coming
it.
out.
And I'm sure they're gonna keep developing it and making adding onto it and doing things. But so they're saying they're coming out.
Kind of this. Obviously, I'm just like guessing here. This is complete guesswork, but like I kind of expect that, like, because it's coming out on the 20th of this month, that I expect that there's going to be at least 10 days of them hotfixing stuff.
Gotta be.
You think?
When it comes out.
Yeah, you're right.
So like,
Well, you know what? They can't have that many problems with it because they got a big TwitchCon event coming up. So I'd imagine they spent some freaking time
have
making
one
sure
issue.
bugs are pretty clean.
the one bug that I have kind of experienced with the current King of the Kill test server is when I go and load up a game, it just sits there and spins, and then it doesn't do anything. So I have to control alt delete and end the
Yeah,
task.
I think that's your computer, bro.
It's not, because like I've been playing King of the Kill test server before, like literally the day before, and it was okay.
Right.
But now every single time I try and get into a game, it just spins and does nothing. So at the moment, like, one of the bugs of the game is stopping people from even playing the game, which kind of is a bit of a fairly sizable bug that they need to squash.
Well,
Just saying.
that's in the test server though, right?
But yeah, that's the build that they have at the moment. Like
Okay.
that they're working on to release on the 20th. So it's kind of like
Gotcha.
it's a bit of a big bug that they need to sort out.
Yeah, especially if it's going to affect everybody.
Well,
The good thing is I don't have to buy King of the Kill again. I just have to re-download some update, I'm sure.
Yeah, there you go. Because we all were
And
early purchasers.
they've increased the price.
Right?
They've
We've
doubled
had it from
price.
the beginning.
was-
If anything,
it
I've
was-
saved myself now $20 or
$20.
it looks like $40.
Yeah,
It's
it's like
$40.
$40 now. So like
Yeah, I
it's
saved myself $40.
it's 20 now, but it'll be 40 when it's released. So
Well, yeah, but so then I saved myself $60 because when they split from King of the Kill to Survival,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you
I
got
saved
that
myself
as well.
20, and then now that they're coming out with this one, that's 40. So yeah, 40, $60
I mean,
for
it-
dealing with pain and irritation and frustration for what, 2 years now?
Has it been that freaking long?
I think so, dude.
That's
Oh my god.
It's
It has.
very economical in terms of the amount of pain and
Yeah, I
stuff
like to
that you've
invest
gotten
my,
out of
my
$20.
frustration. My
Yeah.
frustration is worth $60.
You're cheap.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah,
Well, I
think
imagine
the-
that's probably going to be the same sort of thing that's going to happen with Just Survive when
Oh.
it comes out
yeah.
eventually.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
going to
absolutely.
do the sort of same thing, $20 to $40. So like,
Absolutely. You think it'll be $40? I think it'll be like $24.95.
maybe. I mean, they might. I imagine it'll, as a separate product, it might come out as 40, and they might bundle both of them together for 50 and give you.
You know what? For all we know, they may have just like straight up a whole new version of this game that is completely developed, that is completely different from what it is now.
Just
I
lay
mean, Yeah, like they may come out with it and just go, yeah, this is the business. I mean, that could happen.
Well, they did say that they've got a brand new like user interface that they haven't
Right.
actually put on the test server yet,
Right.
but like that's all
Yeah.
beautiful bells and whistles and all that,
Right.
and
Well, I mean, the fact that they're
bunch
doing
of
this
other
much
stuff as
promotion,
well.
especially at TwitchCon, I mean, I'd imagine
Yeah.
they would.
And they've also got they're also saying that they're sorted out and they've got a working prototype version of the like spectator cam that
Oh,
people
okay.
have been
Oh,
asking for so long, especially
Nice.
for like not really for like solo kind of BRs, but like for the team
Team.
BRs and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
they've got a working version of that also is
Yeah,
going
where
to
you can look at your friend.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
still playing. Yeah. Yeah. That's smart. That makes
So
sense.
there's that coming out too.
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Hey,
Nice.
I just noticed this looking at the revamp of our Twitch page down below in the big purple square. If you were thinking about
Yeah.
at all donating to this show today, don't. How about
Oh
that?
yeah, yeah.
Right?
Donate to
Go
Gom.
down there, go to the big purple help sign,
Oh,
and
Gommel.
donate to Gommel because Gommel is going to TwitchCon 2016.
Yeah, I
And,
guess
he's got a big wheelchair and all this special stuff he needs to get there. So
Yeah, if
give him
you
a little
guys,
hand. That's what I would rather you do
Yeah.
than
Yeah,
donate to
guys
this show.
donate to
if you guys
Gommel.
don't know
Fuck
Gommel,
MacLeod. He can
he's
stay in Europe.
yeah, exactly. If you don't even think about sending me money to go
Gommel's
to
better at
Yeah,
video
go to
games than
the
MacLeod
Yeah.
too.
yeah, send it to
Yeah.
Gommel.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't know who Gommel is, like he's a what was it, a quadriplegic?
Yeah, I
But he
love
but
Gommel.
he still figured out how to be able to play a whole bunch of games. Like
Gommel's a
and
gangster,
just
dude.
like he's just genuinely like absolutely amazing. Like a true kind of inspiration in as to like what you can still do
Yeah.
even if you're a disabled gamer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and truly a nice guy. And I said this on the Whiskey Gaming Show. Any donations that we got on any of the streams that I was in, we're going to Gommel anyway. I just noticed they had the big link out there. Definitely click that. Also, if you've never read any of Gommel's articles, do a search for some of Gommel's articles on thematani.com. His one about how he got into gaming and got into gaming with the goons in Eve and how that changed his life and how even
Wow.
computers changed his life as
Wow.
a paraplegic or quadriplegic. It's an amazing article. It's really good. So check
I didn't
it
know
out.
he wrote
It is.
articles.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's been writing articles for
That's pretty cool.
TMC.
yeah. This was an older one. It's probably about a year and a half old. It's a really good article though.
Is it?
He even actually wrote
Actually,
the
let me see it.
article. He even actually wrote the article about Just Survive and like Spanx and me and like the
Nice.
Imperium in H1Z1 as well, which was really cool.
Nice.
It's really awesome.
Nice. Very nice.
Yep, he did. He did.
Yep. 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 Okay.
Okay.
Now it's open mic. Open mic.
Open mic.
Open mic night,
So-
ladies and
Should we
gentlemen.
open
about
mic part
other
of the
things
show.
other than H1Z1? Let's talk about some other random stuff other than H1Z1. Like
Okay.
I'm actually finally getting a new graphics card.
Yeah. What's
After-
up with that? What happened with that? Did you watch too much porn or something?
Just
You
farming that
hooked up
Bitcoin.
you hooked up your VR.
Just farming that Bitcoin.
And you know what, guys? I'm gonna put a link to that article I was talking about here. Just to interrupt you too.
Hey, what's up, Lord?
Nah, to be
Lord
fair,
Lord Zizzo, what's up, man?
Hmm?
Oh, so
Hey,
you guys-
Lord
chat.
Oh,
42.
Zizo.
This isn't even my show. Pay attention to your chat, man.
Hey, I was looking up the Gommel thing, man, dude. This is a communal chat management system. You're just not in the swing of it yet, Space.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Really? Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
True fact, man.
Actually, he's sitting there going, "I'm the one who saw it. Get over it."
I'm the one who started this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got my Twitch. I think my TwitchCon tickets are coming soon.
Oh,
Nice. You're
beautiful.
gonna go hang out
Yeah.
with
Going-
Gommel, eat
you're going
shrimp.
to-
Yeah,
TwitchCon
yeah.
and you-
When I saw that, I'm like, dude, I totally want to hang out with Gommel. That's gonna be pretty awesome.
So you're going to
Pretty excited.
TwitchCon and you're going to Eat Vegas.
See, be
I
nice
am.
because I hear
I am.
he's got an invite to the patio.
Yes.
Oh yeah. He was asking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patio is
That'd
fun.
be really
Business.
awesome.
Nice.
Business.
Russian tower, not our Russian friends, The bad Russians, not the good Russians, right?
Playing Eve, shooting at her.
You should watch out for Russians in Eve. They're crazy.
They are
Hey,
crazy.
can you guys tell me do you still train if you don't pay for your Eve subscription?
No.
Does it stop?
Soon, but not really at the moment.
Yeah. So but your characters are old enough to be beyond Alpha Clone SP. So
Yeah.
you won't train at all.
Okay. Huh. Guess I should probably
I'm just waiting for the next Burn Jita or Burn Amar with all these Alpha clones, okay? Because it's like,
insane.
you know what? I don't have to do anything to fix my security status. I'm just going to throw away that account and make a new one.
Oh shit, that's gonna be insane.
It's like it's like plastic disposable Eve accounts.
It'll be like oh I've set up like 50, 60, 70 new accounts, all training and stuff like that to fly these certain things, and it's just going to be a case of like use and throw away, use and throw away, use and throw away.
Use, throw it, and then and yeah, and the other thing too is right. So now it's cheap. I can put one of those dudes in every system spamming, scams in every single system.
Oh, yeah, good point.
And they're throwaway.
Yep.
Discord Lords. You can go to the Discord, the upper right-hand corner of the Matani.com and join the Imperium Discord and play any games. But Discord's like a combination of Slack and TeamSpeak.
Yeah.
But better.
Yeah, get in there. We need more people.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I mean, a lot of people may not have used Slack before, but Slack's basically like it's kind of like just
it's chat only.
It's like a chat conferencing sort of thing, so you can set up like groups and stuff, and talk and between yourselves and stuff like that. And
it's a message. It's a message board.
Yeah, it's like a
message board.
Assistant. So, but it ties in with a lot of stuff. You can tie like a lot of various different things in, so you can link to various different things, and it will kind of show it to some degree in the actual chat.
Ooh.
So.
What are you going to show?
A lot of things.
By the way, I saw your post in Discord on the what's her name, the Mexican weather girl.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was phenomenal, wasn't it?
That was awesome. I was like, oh my god, I totally haven't seen that girl in a long time.
Does she have the turn down perfect or what?
Dude, she gets paid for that turn.
She has to get paid for that turn.
It's a 10-year contract right there.
And an FYI that like maybe not many people on Twitch chat know about, but I'm sure a lot of people on the internet know that she apparently is like going out with some guy called Phase Sensor. If you've ever heard of Phase Sensor, he's a CS:GO streamer and
really,
he's basically like an esports guy.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, oh my god, like seriously?
You know why they do that, right?
For attention?
Because the reason they do it is because and you a lot of the United States ones are doing it too, like the smaller channels, the local channels. They do it because the one time when people change the channel while watching the news is commercials and the weather.
Oh, really?
So that's why they do it.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, and it keeps people watching. It keeps people on the channel because sex sells. I mean, I don't know what to say.
I wonder why it sells. I wonder why it keeps people's attention.
I don't make the rules. It's just what happens. I mean,
the weather is like the only important thing in the local news that I watch.
Right.
It
actually is. To be honest, I actually like watching the weather and the traffic. That's like the one thing I want to know when I'm like leaving the house in the morning.
Unfortunately, our local traffic girl is pregnant again, so she'll disappear. But she's a cutie.
Is it your child?
No. My wife would be a little upset. So no, it is not. But yeah, she's cute. That's all I'm gonna say. She is not the weather girl over there in Mexico. Okay.
You go to Erick's house and he's like watching the news in his room by himself.
Right. No.
Pretty weird.
My wife turns it on in the morning, so there you go. So to Lords is right. Yeah, definitely. You don't have to be part of the Imperium to be in the Imperium Discord. The Imperium, so to speak, right, as we look at it from a Discord perspective, is not the Imperium in EVE Online. it is not even necessarily the Imperium and H1Z1.
Right.
It's just a bunch of people playing games.
Right.
And you can join any channel that you want and play games with anybody.
Yeah, it's just
Doesn't
a
matter.
community. It's a community.
It's a place for people to go to enjoy playing games with other people.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because you know what? I'd rather talk to people I know than random people like on the internet. You know, just like jumping in the game and be like trying to make friends through comms.
That can be the worst thing in the world. That can sometimes be the worst thing in the world.
Right.
But like, I mean, you know, there's always going to be, you know, the really kind of cool kids and stuff, like the actual genuinely awesome people on that, you know,
like
playing the game as well. But like, it's always like complete lottery as to whether you will actually talk to them or not. So
nice. What's coming up next?
Next will be the Meta Show. I don't know whether it'll be the Meta Boat Show or whether it'll be the Meta Show or whether it'll be the Meta Boat Show featuring Mitani or not.
Oh, Meta?
I don't know. Whether it'll be at an Eve meet or not this time, I have no idea.
But it's not going to be at the Eve meet again.
That was hilarious.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, it was.
That was funny as.
Funny as hell.
It was funny.
Oh man,
I'm
3-day weekend.
They did that.
By the way, do we need to share the Mexican girl in?
Dude, you should totally play that.
Yeah, okay.
We're not gonna play it. We're gonna share it.
Like,
you should play it.
To be fair, that video is like by
all the traffic and the weather.
It's like, how do you get so smooth and tight at the same time? Just saying.
But by the way, that video does have a lot of not safe for work stuff in it. Like,
yes.
Just really, if anything, like not quite not safe for work visual stuff, but like a lot of swearing and stuff like that. But it's, you know, it's an Aussie man reviewing something.
Shut up,
Hold it. So I commented on it on Thursday at 10:51 p.m., which means I watched it at work. Granted, on my phone, but with my headset on, right?
Hilarious.
You had a bunch of your work colleagues behind you and just like, you know, had it up, kind of watching it.
I would not necessarily admit to that. I mean, I'm not sure, but I don't know. There might have been one or two.
There could have been a growing crowd behind you. You just don't know.
I mean, I see Space liked my comment, right?
Yeah, right.
Space, you should check Discord out for some channel listings. I think perhaps maybe.
Yeah, I don't spend enough time on Discord, and just like kind of roaming around in there.
You don't need to roam far. You just need to roam right above the H1Z1 channel.
You know what? I'm lucky if I get a couple hours on Discord a day.
That's a present for you, right there. Just
right.
point it out. So yeah, want to remind everybody, hey, you're watching the Undead Zone here on TMC. Up next is the Meta Show, or the Meta Boat Show, or some facsimile show.
Gonna be some guys talking about Eve.
Yeah, after which is the Archage show. So if you want to learn more about Archage and what we're doing in Archage, Boat does right after the Meta Show. So he does that one. So that goes on. That's kind of your Saturday afternoon lineup. But check the lineup down below. There are different streamers streaming things every day of the week. So if you see something that you like, tune in, or tune in to the rebroadcast on YouTube or here on Twitch, the saved shows.
I was going to ask actually whether we actually have our shows redone and put onto YouTube or not.
The Undead Zone, all the main shows are H1Z1 Undead Zone, Meta Show, Archage, as well as Whiskey Gaming and some others. They pretty much all go up on.
Is it Arch like with the ch? Or is it
no,
Arch,
I think it's really Archage, but I say
Archage.
Archage.
Okay.
That's very debatable.
No, I was just wondering because I didn't know.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, like if it was Archage, it wouldn't have a H or an E at the end of it. So like I'm thinking it's more Archage.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
you know what? If you tune in after the Meta Show, they might tell you. You can ask that.
I think MacCloud is very sexy with his accent.
Thank you so much.
That's you know what? That's kind of like what is that show? Love Actually. You ever watch that movie?
I've yet to watch that actually.
Dude, I can't believe you haven't watched Love Actually. We're gonna
I
have to play
haven't
that
watched
next
it.
week.
I think
Kevin.
I've been avoiding it purely for the fact that it's so
is that on-
They
cliche.
go. The
Is
girls
that
go. What do you call this? And he goes, a bottle. And like, oh, it's a bottle. Anything he
on-
says with an accent is great. If he says, "What is this?" and he goes, "It's a table." Oh, no accent.
Is that on that? Is
He's
that
in
on
his
that,
bar
like,
with
thing
these
called
gorgeous
Cable?
women. What'd you say,
Is it on
Space?
cable? Is that on cable? Is that a cable show?
Oh, it's a. Yeah, I'm sure
a
they
film.
put it on movie. It's a movie from the movie theaters that they play every once in a while on cable.
Oh.
You've not ever actually seen Love Actually?
No, I probably have. My wife probably made me watch it. I just didn't know the name of the movie.
It's an
Turned off
interesting
within 10
movie.
minutes. It's like,
It's an interesting movie.
Yeah, I know a lot of movies. I just don't know the names. But if you describe them, I probably remember them.
Yeah.
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 We'll see. All right, we got 4 minutes left. Give me a last thing, Space Mexican, on H1Z1 or Battlefield 1 or anything you want to talk about.
All right. If you had to have sex with anybody in H1Z1, you had to have sex with one, marry one, and kill one. Go.
I'm not even sure we can dignify that one at all. It's like the weirdest question ever.
All right. Yeah, I don't got nothing.
I got
I don't know where
know
you
what?
came
You
up
should
with
not
that.
drink 2 Coronas on an empty stomach with no breakfast.
Oh, that is bad.
Did you at least have the lime in it?
Eve. Aramis
Oh.
wants Eve.
Eve,
We're
yeah,
doing even.
Eve.
3 minutes. We're going to the boat show. In fact, we'll cut out a little early to give them a little prep time. MacCloud, give me something here.
You know what? I logged into Eve 3 months ago. I attempted for the 29th time to get out of I think I was in low sec, and I died for the 29th time. So then I unsubscribed.
That brings a little tear to my eye.
Yeah.
Aww.
Plub, plub,
I have like 1 billion ISK, and I don't know what to do with it.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not.
you can
I'm
donate it to me.
because I don't have that.
I always
I'd take
say
a
that.
billion.
People always say that. Donate it to me. I'm like, dude, if I could log in and figure out how to do that, I would do it.
Well, we have Skype. We'll screen share. I'll show you exactly how to do it right after the show.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
MacLeod, what do you got?
I don't know. Like, I mean, I've been kind of like other than playing H1Z1 every so often and like making sure that the few people that are still on the server are playing correctly. I've been kind of eyeing up Star Citizen, trying to figure out which package I want because I don't want to spend too much.
Well, I'm going to say in Just Survive, it's time for the new map. It's time for graphics. It's time for building fixes. And it's time for a wipe. That's
Amen,
what I
brother.
think.
When
Yeah.
I say amen,
You know?
is that religious? Okay.
All right, everybody. Well, I'm going to tell everybody out in the Ethernet
Peace.
there, the interwebs. Thank you for watching the show. Tune in next week. We'll be here. And the Meta Show is up next.
Peace.
Peace. Not really.
Peace.
This is H1Z when we kill people.
Peace. Go fight.
Pretend. Shoot them.